Hi guys, I just wired up this contactor to the compressor via the start and stop button. Main power comes from here, goes just normal 230 volt into the transformer that converts it to 12 volt that clicks on the contactor. There's a plug there, so I can plug really anything into that. I'll show you. It's my connections up there. Very nice. Quite pleased with this. It's a bit messy, but I need to tidy it up. This is just to see if it goes. And these are my wires because it's a 3-phase contactor. So I've got 3 lines, so I just split them out evenly so they're sharing all the same power. And I'll show you. Power's on from there. This is the main switch. Here we go, it's an old start stop. Lovely. Bloody works. And also, in case of a power cut, if the power cut happens, I'll just simulate a power cut. And the power comes back on, flicks off. This is really useful for things like these compressors. And why I did this, because I've always had a plug plugging in and switching it on from this switch here. This switch is not rated for 26 amps in rush current. It's only rated for maybe 10 or 5, and probably 10 actually. Yes, this is a 10 amp switch, but 26 amps is more than double that. Thing is rated for. So this is your main line here, feeding down to there. It's quite awesome. And what I intend to do, this is my schematic. There we go. It's your phase and it's your neutral. Don't worry about the grounding, but it's your transformer, it's your primary. It's normally open, which is start, and normally close is stop. But to have a way better, because this is a copy of Rodalcos schematic, if you want to see his one, I'll see if I can put a link into this video. And but yeah, look at his schematic. It's much better, and it's more clearer. But yeah, I just copied it off this. But what I've done here, it's a bloody transformer, only because it's got 2 secondaries, sort of. Throw away the box, but like, if you think of that, you input power, you've got 12 volts AC, and you've got another 12 volt AC, or 15 volts, like a multi-tap one. But I put a 15 volt because 12 volt is just, I think, RMS, and it's not really 12 volt because I measured on the multimeter, and the 15 volt tap is pretty much 12 volts, and under load it probably goes under 10 when you engage the contactor. So I had to put those in parallel because each secondary was 50 volt amps. And the contactor required 72 volt amps to run, so I had to put them parallel, so I got 100 volt amps, so it goes. Quite pleased with that. So if just any questions, just shout in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But the next thing I want to do is just tidy up all this, and what I want to do is have the whole garage power, everything from those lights up there to that plug here, all this here, and the lathe as well. It's not connected, and those switches just there. I want to have those and all these controlled by one little contactor, which is probably going to be another one of those. I've got a few of those laying around, and it's going to be up there on that piece of wood by the pipe. I'm gonna I don't know why that piece of wood's there, but I want to put the contactor there and have those two 2.5mm cables running into there, and have some little thin bell wire, which is this stuff that I use for the control, and have a an emergency push button switch. So you turn and it pops out, which is on, and you push for off. So if I'm leaving, I just push it and everything turns off. And a power cut as well that will it's quite cool. And a power cut that will just kill. But what I'm going to have, which is running, is I think I'm going to have the garage door plug remaining on. If I can do that, but I'll try and leave that remaining on, because that runs to this extension cord here, goes to the garage door. Because I think this needs to be all power, and this is running off a 5 amp circuit breaker, which is not really good, but this is main power for the garage door. See, it doesn't work, but if I turn it on, it works. Anyway, but yeah, have the lights all controlled by a contactor, and the contactor would be there, and probably another one here to be running off these 5 amp lights. Or maybe, I don't know, I could kill the garage door as well, but you know, people may not. Anyway, but that's about it. I just need to do the video of that. Bloody awesome, quite pleased. It's my meters. I also got this running too. Plug it in, I'll plug this little guy in for you. Plug it into the multi box. Let's get it running. It's quite cool. It's one of those made in Australia. You can see it. Made in Australia. Made by Hella. 220 volt, 25 watts. I put a 25 watt bulb in there. I guess that's the rating. 25 watt. Put a 25 volt watt bulb in there, and all goes. Good for doing experiments though. Just letting people know something's going on so they don't go near it. Decent bulb. The way it's shaking around because the cord's there. And yeah. Let's turn this off for now. I also got a bell, wired up a bell, one of these little Friedland things to a little push button. Let's see if it works. Should do. It goes. Not bad. Just a push button. Running off the battery charger just there. Try it again, I'll show you. Just the ammeter. Anyway, that's enough. So until next time, thank you for watching.